Hello, and this is your first video for a tutorial on how to use Microsoft Word. Okay, so for Microsoft Word, there are various ways you can open it. You can search for it on the main search bar, which is just on your taskbar over there, or you can have a pre-saved document saved on your taskbar or any other document located on your desktop. So for the lesson, we already have a pre-saved document, and we'll just open, and the Word is going to load on our screen. Okay, so basically this is what Microsoft Word looks like. As you can see, there are various ribbons that it has, and they have various buttons that do certain tasks. So for this video, we are going to just go through, and we're just going to have an overview of the buttons, and we'll briefly explain what they do. So if you want your font type, you can press this button over here, and you will see various types of fonts, and you can choose the one that you need. But as a student, the font that is mostly used is Times New Roman, and this button here helps you set your font size. And as you can see, all these numbers both dictate measurements for your font size. And the button below here, this helps you make your text in bold. So we can just show you a brief example of how it works, and we can mark that there. And as you can see, you'll see that your text will become in bold. And if you want to italize your text, you can see as it changes over there. And you can also underline your document, your text over there. And this button here is an increase font size. So as you can see, it just shows you there the option and describes what it does. So if you can increase the font by tapping on it, and as you can see, where you set your font also increases, and then this is used to decrease your font. And here you can change the case of your text. You can make it in uppercase, or you can make it in lowercase, or you can capitalize each word and do all sorts of, and change the cases for whatever you type. And this button at the far end here of this ribbon, you will see that it says clear or formatting, and it helps you clear everything you have texted. And then this button over here helps you create a subscript. You can decrease your text's font size by a lot. You can actually decrease it, so you can decrease it and make it look very small. And you can also do the same by increasing for these two. And as a student, you don't get to use this very much, because you can either just increase your text by using these three buttons over here. And this is text effects and your typography. For this, if you want to design or make your text look flashy in a way, you can press this button, and it will show you the various types of text you can use to design whatever you type. And this highlights the color of whatever you've typed, and as you can see, the colors are changing in the background. And the same apply, and this is somehow similar, but this only changes your actual text, changes the color. And as you can see, the color of what you've typed has changed. And now we go to the second section of our home ribbon, where we get to see the functions of these buttons at the top here, and these mainly deal with listing. So for this button, you can make bullets that signify your list, and here are the various the bullets that you would use if you want to create a list. So you can just click on that, and as you type, a list will form. And if you want to make an organized list, you have your numbers there, and they have it in Roman numerals, even for letters and all that. So if you need to create a list that's in a certain order, you can use that there. And this one here, this button over here, helps you create a list with a subtitle. If you want to have something, if you want to actually mention something within what you've already mentioned in the list, you can use this here. As you can see, it's showing 1, and you can go to 1A and type something within that list, and this button will help you. And these two buttons here mainly signify indenting, and you can indent your work and make it move to the left or the right. As you can see, it changes. And this button up here helps you sort or arrange whatever you've typed, and this is how it works. So it shows you can sort by paragraphs, headings, or fields, or you can opt to also arrange according to the text, number, or a date if so, and you can make it in ascending order or descending order. And doing all this here will help you sort your work and arrange it according to a certain order. Then we can go to these buttons below here, and these buttons, these 4, mainly deal with aligning your work. So if you want to have your work set to the left, you can press on it, mark whatever you want move to the left, and you can have it move to the left, or put to the center, or put it to the right, or have your work justified. And this helps you align your text and makes your whatever you type look neat and organized. And you can also space your work. As you can see, these numbers here, these are assigned measurements for your spacing, and you can have different ways you can space your work according to the different sizes that are put up here. But as a student, you will mainly be using 1.5 spacing as you type. But if you are going to type in using a different size, you would be advised. And here are the theme colors for your text, and these help you also highlight your work. But as you can see, they cover much more ground as compared to this one here. But you can choose to either use any of the two and you have the same outcome. And this button over here is the one that has a lot to do with bordering, and you get to set boundaries on your work. You draw, you sort of like put lines all over it, whatever you've typed. And if you need to, you have various options, such as the bottom. You can have it at the top, you can put it on the left, the right, or you can have no borders, or maybe you can border your work everywhere, or just have the borders outside, or have them inside. They can be horizontal and they can be vertical, and have horizontal lines. And you can also draw a table using these borders, and you can view grid lines. And this is the last option here, which gives you so many other options on creating, such as your types of lines you need to use, if you want it to be a box, shadow, 3D, or you can customly make your own line, your own borders. And this is where you help yourself. And so that's it for our video, and next time we're going to go in detail for each of these buttons as we explain